Welcome to the Catholic Life Coach Podcast. My name is Carla Fitz. I'm a certified life coach, wife, and mom of two beautiful little girls and a handsome little boy. My hope for this podcast is to support and empower other Catholic women to live their most authentic life, to share life coaching tools from a Catholic perspective in order to help you live a more fulfilling and aligned life filled with peace, joy, and abundance. Let's get started. Hello, my loves, and welcome to this episode. I am excited, and I'm also a little terrified of this episode because it's a topic that has been in my life a lot lately. So I'm just going to share with you, open my heart, and share it because I think this is something that will be helpful for not just me, but for all of you who are going through something like this. Just warning you ahead of time, there's a chance I'll cry. And if that happens, well, that's part of it, right? This last few weeks has been an up and down for me. There's a lot of awesome things happening and a lot of not so awesome things happening. I'm originally from Venezuela, and there is a political, emotional, and mental battle that I think all Venezuelans are going through right now, trying to finally defeat that government that has been in place for the last 25 years. I am one that I do not enjoy talking about politics, and I definitely did not want to bring it into the podcast. But there is more than just politics in this topic. And it is something that I think we need to hear. So often, when we're going through a difficult time, or you are growing, or you have tried to get a different outcome over and over and over again, or at least more than just once, we tend to go into this mindset or space within ourselves of lack of faith, of giving up. And sometimes we want to give up in the very last chapter. We don't know what the outcome is going to be, but we're like, well, it hasn't worked so far. And so therefore, I'm just going to quit trying because I'm just getting the same result. But the hard thing about that is that when you quit in the last chapter, you never find out what the outcome could have been. You get stuck. We get stuck in our minds in not knowing what would have been if we had faith until the very, very end. So why this has come up with Venezuela is that we have a new leader in Venezuela who is the vice president, the elected vice president of Venezuela. She's brilliant. So is the new president, the new elected president of Venezuela. One of the things that I have seen from her is this resilience, this I will not stop until the end. And I think so often that is something that we don't carry out in our lives. God's not quitting on us. We lose hope very quickly because it has not worked out for a long time. For me, with Venezuela, we have been in this battle of we almost make it through and then we quit. We almost make it through and then we quit. Thankfully, we have Maria Corina this time, and it is for her is like we're not quitting until it's done. And I have been learning so much from her because it's very easy to say, well, it hasn't worked and therefore it won't change. But that is a mistake because in that we give up our hope. We give up our faith, our trust in God, because God wants what's best for us. Even when it's gloomy, even when we have been in this desert time when it comes to Venezuela, it's difficult. And the government is very good in playing with our minds, in making us believe that we're almost out, but then pushing us down. And I have been seeing the parallel in our lives. Sometimes we have a desire in our hearts and we try and it doesn't work. And then you try again and it doesn't work. But we need to question, are we having this resilience in our life in trusting and hoping in God even when it's hard? even when we have tried so many things, but it's not working. I had a friend say to me once, at the end, it'll work out. And if it hasn't worked out, it's not the end yet. And that stuck with me so much, especially when I see these new leaders leading in a much different way. Because it's like, okay, we lost this battle, but we are not losing the war, period. And they have this just so much strength and belief in Him. That's what I love. And that's what we need to remind ourselves too when we are going through a hard time and something that we've been trying and that you've been wanting to change for a long time. Don't lose hope in the last minute, in the last round, right? Don't lose hope in the last chapter of your story. Sometimes we're like, okay, well, it hasn't worked, so I won't try anymore. But it was just about to turn. How are you supposed to know? I think back on when I was in the weight loss journey and nothing was working. I mean, nothing was working for years. What would have happened if I never tried life coaching? If I never gave myself the chance to change something, to do something new, to see if that one worked, if that one stuck. And it did. And I cannot imagine my life if I didn't pursue it one more time. And I think that's been beautiful to watch with my people, that they fall and they fall again, but they get up. And why do they get up? Because we have the Holy Spirit within us. So if you're going through something that it's really hard, that you have been trying and it's not working, that you're trying again and it's not working, you get up and you do it with Him. Knowing that if it's not working, it's because it's not the best outcome for you. Knowing that it's not a sign to stop, it's a sign to pick up that backpack of fears, of doubt, of beliefs that you have on you and carry it with you and bring it to Jesus. My sister recently did a painting, and it's a girl holding a backpack, holding the hand of Mary, and walking towards Jesus. That's it. We pick up the bags that are full of fears of what could happen, what could go wrong, and we put it on our back and become stronger with that backpack. That backpack is there to make you stronger. In that backpack, you can put your fears, the what ifs, the worst case scenarios, the worries, the overthinking, all of it. Your defeat, any time that you have tried and didn't work, put it in that backpack. But carry it with you forward towards Him. Walk towards Him, knowing that every single step of the way is leading you to Him. Just yesterday, I was feeling very overwhelmed. I was just like, I don't know how to hold faith. And this is with personal things, our trip. That's what's personal, but you guys know. Yeah, like holding space and holding belief, even though this might not be the right time. Same thing with Venezuela, right? On the 10th, the new president was supposed to come. He was supposed to take over, and we were supposed to be done with this government that has been in position, not elected by the people, by 25 years. Okay. I was like, okay, the 10th of January, this is it. This is when it ends. I'm so excited. People are finally going to turn around. We're going to have a new president. And then we got the news that the new president was not going to be able to enter Venezuela because it wasn't safe. And my hopes were shattered. I'm like, okay, this is it. Again, we fail again. We're stuck with this government again. And watching him get inaugurated again was maddening, to say the least. My hopes shattered. I was like, we've tried this for 25 years. And I thought, how can we possibly achieve anything different when every single time we try, it doesn't work? And yesterday I ran into this video. It was from The Chosen. If you haven't watched it yet, the sneak peeks, they're amazing. But it was the scene where Jesus asks Judas, what is it that you think I'm going to do? And Judas is like, well, this is what I expect, right? This is what I think is best. And we want God to move in our timeline and in our way. And Jesus asks Judas, will you still believe even if I don't do this big thing that you think I'm going to do within your time frame? Wow. It landed hard because ultimately I trust him, right? My logic trusts him. But it is hard to wait. It's really hard to watch something you love be hurt over and over. To not be able to go back home, it's hard. To try over and over without succeeding, it's hard. But here is the thing. He has taught us so many things. He has been teaching us to be resilient. He has been teaching us to be strong. He has been teaching us to trust him even when it doesn't make sense. He has been teaching us that we need to rely on him and not in other people. We don't have to rely on someone to save us because the only one that can save us is him. He has been teaching us to rest in him, to realize that we can find silence within us and be with him anywhere. For me personally, he has been teaching me that he knows best and that the way that my life is unfolding, it's all working for the better good of all of us. He knows me. He knows you personally. He loves you personally. The best outcome is already unfolding. Our job is to put that backpack of fears, of doubts on our back, carry it, and walk. Walk forward, one step at a time, knowing that we can trust him, that in this madness, we can trust him, that when things are hard, he's with us, that when things are not working, it's because we have not found out how it's supposed to work yet. This week, I just want to encourage you to bring those hardships to him. Spend some time in quiet. Spend some time with him. Journal. Talk to him. Spend time in a holy hour. Sit on your floor. That's what I did this morning because I've been with my children this whole time. So I sat on the floor in my office facing my crucifix that is right behind me when I coach. And I just sat down in silence. Spend time in the silence. Spend time disconnecting from this world for a minute. Reconnect and know that you can believe in him, even when he's not doing that thing that you think he should do in the time frame that you think he should do it in. Is it easy? No. Please know that I'm with you. Please know that I'm sending you a ginormous hug. And that I love you all so much. And I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully, a little more uplifted, right? It all comes. This is a season, and he's always teaching us something in these seasons too. I hope this message lands, and if you're going through something and you want to reach out, I would love to hear from you. I would love to give you support. I would love to chat with you and know more and just help you feel some love and some support in one way, shape, or form. Anyhow, my thoughts, prayers, and love goes out to you, and I'm here for you. All right, until next one. God bless. Hey, thank you so much for joining. If you have not heard yet, I have open enrollment for my mastermind, Rooted and Radiant. This is a 6-month mastermind for Catholic entrepreneurs to grow their business and thrive in their life. This is all about learning to trust, surrender, believe, and receive. It's all about growing in a community of like-minded women who are also seeking God to be in the center of their life. So if you want to get into Rooted and Radiant, but you want to learn more, schedule a one-on-one call with me, and I cannot wait to see your life transform from the inside out with him at the center. All right, my loves, the link is in the description. Until next time, God bless.